Can you tell the difference between these two springs? Part 2 of what's the difference between these two springs. We got a lot of great comments on the difference between these two springs. So let's recap real quick. These are Landrum Performance springs. They're both 5-inch OD and 11 inches tall, and they both have a rate of 200 pounds per inch. This is a standard spring, and this is a tight helix spring. One of the most common answers that we got on the difference between these two springs was the available travel, and that's correct. This spring has an available travel of 7.94 inches, while this spring has an available travel of 5.1 inches. The tight helix has a max load of 1020, and the standard spring has a max load of 1588. This spring data showing coil bind heights and max travel and max load is available on Landrum's website under technical information. Now we're going to put these two springs on the smasher and do a 2.5-inch load test and take a look at the numbers. Results of our spring test. Tight helix over here in red, the standard spring in green, and you can see the blue here is the difference between the two springs. Pretty close, certainly within the margin of error of my tester. And these results line up really well with the true rate of the spring, which Landrum etches on each spring. And this standard spring, a 196, versus this tight helix, a 199. We see that difference played out right here. Our 2.5-inch load test on these two springs showed, at least through the first 2.5 inches of travel, these springs to be very close to each other. We have, and some commenters also noticed, some frequency differences between these two springs. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments on that, and stay tuned for part 3. Let us know what kind of tests you want to see between these two Landrum springs.